This is just coming through. Oh no, that never happened to Bob Ross the Blue. I hit it a little too hard. All right. You probably saw it coming. You were probably saying, "Oh, Timbo, you're hitting that a little too hard." Oh, maybe that's what they were saying at the Green Dragon. This will be a fun one if it actually turns out. All right. Oh, hello there. Haha. Oh, look at that. My palette. It looks about the size of the helmet my Grandgaffer Gamgee and old Mr. Frodo wore when they did walk right into Mordor. That's right. And they disguised themselves and they wore the orc helmets. It's about that big, I suppose. Now, I do like this one to use as my palette, and maybe I'll try a bigger one day. I feel like I should have a little bit more room, but we'll see. For today, I'm actually going to set this aside for now. And I'm just going to use a plate made out of paper. That's right. I've got some black acrylic gesso. So I have not done anything to the canvas yet. We haven't put that magic white down like we normally do. Today, we're going to drop in some background, some dark background with this acrylic gesso. We'll let it dry and then come back and we'll put our painting right on top of that. So this is what you can do first. We'll just come in here. And of course, I've been stuck down in the caves, as you know, the past few paintings. We were down in Gollum's cave, and we were, where else were we? We were in the Mines of Moria. You saw that one, didn't you? That's right. Oh, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. There we go. Now, we're just taking this and we're using one of these very fancy sponge brushes today, just to lay this dark down. That's right. Now, if there ever was a forest that was like a cave, this would be it. Mirkwood. That's right. We are in Mirkwood today, and we are going to be painting that bridge that goes into the Woodland Elves Caves. That's right. That's right, you know the story when the company of dwarves was captured by the Woodland Elves and they took them as their prisoner into their cave deep in the forest. That's right, that's right. So, what we have here, this is going to be a painting that's full of trees. That's right, I wanted to get back to painting trees. I'd painted so many rocks and things. Now, don't worry, we'll get some rocks in here too. We'll get some of that going as well. We won't be doing any mountains today, but this is kind of built into the side of a cliff, so we get some mountain-like textures. So we're just going to put down this black acrylic gesso. That's right. We're going to come here, just putting this in on the bottom, and we'll let this dry and come back to it. It dries fairly quick. So if you have something to do, I'll probably go out and work in my garden and see what else I've managed to kill. I'm not a good gardener. That's right. I'm better at painting than I am at gardening. Oh, I do not have a green thumb. That did not come down through the family line. There we go. Just get that right in there, just any way you can. This is going to be pretty thick, just a black undercoat we put on there, and then we'll come and we'll do trees and things right on top of that. There we go. It doesn't need to be any specific shape or anything like that. We may give the appearance of a tree or something in there. Like right here, we'll just come do a tree, just like that. That's right, maybe here. There's all kinds of trees here, but we just want to put it on, and you may put it down and then come back and put another coat on top of it and let that dry before you start in with your oils. Now, your oil paints can go right on top of these acrylics. These acrylics, they dry fast. You can do this. You can do this with a black like we're using today, or you can use different colors. You can lay down some greens, some different shades of greens, and go in and put the details on them. I've seen some artists do that, and they do a very good job of it. But again, it takes time. You're not doing the painting all at once like we usually do. There we go. And anytime we do a painting, you can always come back and put more details into it. There we go. There we go. There we go. And as you do this, you may even start to see, oh, this may be how I want things to look. And you remember that for later. There we go. There we go. Maybe put something here like that. There, like that. And then just take your brush and you can do some things. You can put some areas like this. What is that going to be? That'll be some leaves and some other things. Just tap those in. Now, they look kind of uniform, so don't worry about that too much. We're going to go right on top of those things, those shapes and things. But we just want this to give us some deep, dark shadows on our painting. That's right. That's right. There we go. Just bring that down. Bring that down. This across there. There we go. Now you can see this one, it doesn't go on too thick. Some of them go on thicker than others, and they dry fairly quick. And if you think you have too much, if you want to put some of those little details, just knock some off on your palette or your paper plate or whatever you're calling it. And there we go. Just put some things in there. Just some shapes. These don't really matter. We're going to go over them. You'll see. You'll see. There we go. Now, if I go back and I put a second coat on, I'm not going to spend time on the video showing you that. We'll just, if it comes back and it's a little darker, just know that I've come and I've gone over it again and let it get dry and then we'll be ready to go. So, I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to go out and check my garden. And then with the magic of these pocket palantiries, it'll be like I'm gone in the blink of an eye. We'll be back and that'll be dry. So it'll be as quick that. All right, when we're back, you can see this is all dried now. That's right, that's right. Now, I spent a little more time checking on my greens than I thought I was going to, so I didn't get a chance to put a second coat down, but that's okay. You can if you want. If you want it really dark on the back, you can do that. Or you can just leave it with that one coat and come back to it. That's what I did. Like I said, I was checking on my greens. Well, I have a little confession to make. When I said I was checking on my greens, I meant the green dragon. That's right. Sorry. Oh, but they've been closed for so long and they just reopened. I thought they'd need some patronage, so I went and I showed my support by buying a half a pint. Okay, it might have been 2 half pints. Okay, anyway, let's go back into our painting. Here we go. Just making sure we have our clean, dry 2-inch brush. That's right. Now, we don't have any liquid clear down on this painting, so we're going to kind of make our own liquid paint today. We don't have liquid white, magic white, or liquid clear down. Like, you know that Bob Ross the Blue taught us to put that down first, but we're going to kind of make one. We're making this. We got a really wet brush now. We're using that odorless paint thinner, and we're kind of making, with our phthalo blue, we're making a liquid blue here. So we're going to just put this down. This is where our water is going to be. So we just put that in here. Oh, you see, and that just takes the color so quick. So quick. And we'll come back and we'll make this a little highlighted. There we go. There we go. So you can see it already starting to come together. All right, now we're going to do the same with our green. We're going to make this a real thin. We have that real liquidy. I like that word, liquidy. There we go. We're going to make that real liquidy there. And then we're going to come up and we're just going to put this right over all this mess that we did up here. Right over that. So you see what that's doing is we're creating that liquid paint that's on there that when we come back with the other colors, it'll just mix right in. Just put it in. So it's just an experiment. That's all it is. We're just going to put that in there. There we go. Now we may come back when the paint is dry and find it all washes right down. I've done that before. Oh, I've done that before. It's okay. It's okay. We're just going to put that in there. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Now, let's come up here and let's give ourselves. Now, we're on the inside of the forest. So we're just going to tap in some white now. We're just going to put this. We may want to dry that canvas a little bit. There we go. Just take a paper towel. I can see that it was going to try and drip on me. So that's what we've done. There we go. Let's go back to our white. Let's just pick up some of that white. There we go. And let's just. And what we're doing, there's not a lot of light that leaks through here. Put a big old hobbit foot on there to steady it out if you need. There's not a lot of light that leaks through, but there is a bit. There is a bit, and that's what this is, just coming through. Oh no, that never happened to Bob Ross the Blue. I hit it a little too hard. All right. This is what happens sometimes. You probably saw it coming. You were probably saying, oh, Timbo, you're hitting that a little too hard. Oh, maybe that's what they were saying at the Green Dragon. There we go. There we go. Oh, hopefully that's steady enough. All right, here we go. This will be a fun one if it actually turns out. All right. And just come in again. We seem to be shaking it to its bones. Shaking it to its bones in there. I don't even feel like I'm touching it that hard. And I just, I'm making it quiver and shake. We didn't even do the spiders yet. Oh, we'll do those one day. We'll come back and we'll do those spiders. So we're just coming over, putting this in here. There we go. And that just gives us a lot of things happening there. And we'll come back. We'll come back to all of this. There we go. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to hold on to this. Just so we don't... We lost it again. I don't know. Maybe this is one of those days where you say, oh, Timbo, just go back to bed. It's not your day. It's not your day. That's okay. We can do it. We can do it. There we go. All right. Now, let's come back. All right, I'm going to come into my 1-inch brush and we're going to lay down some dark leaves. It'll be on our side. There we go. And just tap that onto your brush. And up here, that light is coming from the outside, and it's just not quite making it through so well. That's right. And you just put that down. There we are. And you're saying, Timbo, I have no idea what you're doing today. Neither do I. Neither do I. All right. Let's work on some of our tree trunks here. That's right. So what we have here are these big trees, and we've already done a little bit with them. There we go. Just bring those down. And they've got some big limbs that just come. There we go. Just come right over this way. There we go. He goes right up there. So all of that is going to get pushed into the background. That's why we weren't too worried about it. We can put more trees back there. There we go, right on that bank. There you see. You see. There we go. And these were beech trees. Long, tall beech trees. There we go. Those just march away down that steep bank. I know you might have a hard time seeing it right now, but it's there, it's there. There's things going on back there. There we go. Don't leave this side out. Don't leave him out. There we are. There we go. Now, let's just come to one of our script liner brushes. Does that have a number on it? Oh, I don't know. My eyes are getting bad. I can't tell. It's a script liner brush. It looks like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just come in and get some of our black here. Get that. Just get it like ink here. There we go. Just roll that brush through it. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put in, you got some limbs and things. Just roll those on. And then you just put in limbs. Wherever those are coming from. Wherever those are coming. There we go. And we've got a lot of action happening back there. And just so our focus is right here in the center, where we want it to feel like this is just closing in. That's right. That's closing in there. There we go. There we go. And if your hand's a little shaky, oh, that's no problem, because tree limbs are shaky. There we go. Just put those in. There we are. And you just fill the place up with things like that. There we go. There we go. All right. Now let's come to our fan brush. And we don't want that tree just to be black like that. We don't want it just like that. Let's get ourselves some burnt umber and maybe lighten it up with a bit of that titanium white. Just give us some bark here. That's right. Maybe clean off that brush. I was using a pretty dirty brush there. There we go. Take some of that white again. Mix it in there. We've got that dark underneath. That dark underneath. There we go. Just highlight some of your limbs there. Just come back, grab some more. And we're just going to pull this. There we go. These beech trees are very tall. Very tall. There we are. There we go. Do some of that. Some of that. There we are. Come back to it, get some more. And just go down the line. Just giving your trees some tree features. There we go. There we are. Right there. Just bring it right up that tree. There we are. Go back, grab a little bit more of that titanium white. Mix it in, don't mix it all too much. You just want to make it look like there's some bark on those trees. There we are. And this guy comes down. Maybe its roots come right down. Go back to that burnt umber. We'll see what happens. There we go. And we just do this. Just to some of those trees. You don't have to do it to all of them. Don't have to do it to all of them. Oh, I picked up some other kind of mossy color in there. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. That just gets lost in the woods, right? Lost in the woods back there. And there we go. There we go. A little bit more on him. There we are. Now this bank, that's going to be, we're going to give him that steep bank. Let's come into that burnt umber again. Just go back in here. What we're going to do with him, pull out a row on the palette knife, and we'll come back with some grass here too, but this is a bank. And it just comes down like that. Now, what happened to me was I forgot to put the liquid clear all over that. So it's taken a little more paint than usual. And that's why we do that liquid clear. We don't just do it for no reason at all. But that's okay. That's okay. It's just an embankment there. There we go. And that canvas will help things come in. And what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll put some growing things on there. Some greens, some things of that nature. There we go. No pun intended when we're talking about nature. So this is what happens though. If you don't put that liquid clear down, you can end up using your paint just doesn't move across the canvas like it's supposed to. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's come back to our 1-inch brush. Clean them off. All right. So what we're going to do, come back to some of that dark green again. There we go. We're just going to put this right on top of there. That gives us some grass, some bushes and things. See that? There we go. And maybe we have some growing right on the side of bush there. We can put in another one of those. There we go. Right at the base. Right up to the edge there. And back there, that just marches away. There's a path there somewhere. There we go. Now, as I said, there's not a lot of light in here, but you do want highlights. You do want to give some, you want to break that up a little. Just so you can see it, even if it's not how it really would be if you were there. If you were there, you might not be able to see that much light at all. It might be so dark. But that doesn't make for a very fun painting now, does it? There we go. So just drop some of those bushes in. There we go. We can even come, maybe put some of these, do some leaves. Some leaves up here. Let's go a bit darker if we can. Oh, Didn't latch that onto the brush as much, and so we just threw some mud up there. That's what it looks like. You really want to tap that in. Don't just smush it into the brush. Tap it in. It comes off a lot better if you do that. There we go. There we go. There we are. All right. Let us, I'm just going to find where to set him. Now, we have some water down here. We'll get to that a little bit later, but there's a bridge that goes across. Right across here. Let's work on that bridge. Shall we? I think we shall. All right. So, our bridge is coming from the other side of this tree, I think. And we'll just march him across like this. Right there. Oh, look at that. We kind of covered up a lot of what we did there. But what we'll do is we'll bring it down this way. And this bridge, we're going to make it arched. There we go, right over that canyon there. There we go. And it comes right to here. This comes here. Just making this up as we go along. I've never painted this one before. So we've got that. Let's give this bridge, it's made out of wood because these are the woodland elves. So let's give this bridge just some woody type feature here. There we go. There we are. Now they are elves, so they are great craftsmen. They're great craftsmen. And it makes it a little hard when we did that that dirt back there. I wasn't thinking when I did that. I wasn't thinking too much. But then again, I've never been known to be a great thinker. There we go. Just bring that down. Maybe. This bottom part of the bridge. You can see that bottom more. Just the angle we're looking at this. There we go. That gives us a little more separation. And then take a little bit of that woody color there and just bring it here. There we go. There we go. So we have a bridge that comes across, that our hobbits march across. Sorry, not hobbits. Our dwarves get marched over that bridge. They get marched over that bridge by the wood elves. That's right. That's right. We'll just give that right there. Look at that. Look at that. There we are. Oh, now our archway, it was maybe not the best, but there we go. There we are. All right, now that bridge comes to the mouth of a cave there. And that cave, that has trees on either side. So what I'm going to do is let's make some cave doors. Let's put a little bit of red in that. That's what we're doing. We're making a woody color and we're putting a little bit of red. Maybe they got that wood from somewhere else. There we go. We just want it to look a little different than what we used on our bridge there. So let's come up. Let's come up here. So this is the mouth. And then these great doors are right here. So let's just pull this down. Oh, or over. Pull it over and then we'll give it some. There we go. This will be the door. Those heavy doors to the great cave. Now what we'll do with that, we'll just come and we'll give it a center here. That's where it comes apart. But it's made out of planks of wood. There we go. Just pop those down on there. There we go. There we go. Now we need to line that. We're going to come back to our fan brush. We're going to come back to our fan brush because now we need to put the great beech trees that line that door. So let's come back to our dark brown color. And we have this guy, and he comes right here. Now, before we go to our highlight color for that other tree, we want to put in the second tree. These are like great pillars. These beech trees that seem to grow right around the door. Grow right out of the side of this steep hill. And maybe this guy has some big branches there that come off this guy too. That one will cross over behind the other. All right, so you see, let's lay down a few more trees here. There we go. I wanted to get back to painting some trees. Like I said, I'd been stuck down in some caves for a while. There we are. Now let's go give these trees some highlight. Knock that dark out of our fan brush. There we go. Coming back. Get some of our brown there. Let's grab some of our titanium white. And again, let's highlight these. just bring this bark, there we go, just wrap that right around. That's how it goes, that's how it goes. Here, we're going to do that on the top of that. There we are. Get some more. Just right up there. You just have that dark underneath. There we go. So you see, we just bring that, that's almost hiding that door back there. And a little highlight there, there we go. Just grab the tops of those branches. There we go. Maybe that's a branch there that fell across. We don't know, we don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess back there. There we go. Maybe there's another one back there. There we go. Just make it messy in there, make it messy. This guy right here, he's a big one. Just grab and just give yourself a little circle across. There you go. Nothing to it, nothing to it. You can do that. I know you can. There we are. Hopefully I haven't been standing in your way this whole time I've been painting. Okay. Now, some of their roots start to come down this way and they'll get lost in the growing things there. We're just going to fill the side of this hill with some bushes. There we go. So we can change our course halfway through. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, this guy is a big tree here. Let's clean off this fan brush. I just spotted him. He was hiding back there. I didn't even know it. I did not even know it. So let's go to our black here. Our ivory black. Fill him in. I did not know that big old tree was hiding right there. He hid from me. Just give ourselves... He's coming. He comes right down here. Right down here. Now that we have it going that way, wash that dark out again. There we go. Something I forgot to say while I was doing all this. My little hobbits keep telling me, oh, you gotta tell them, you gotta remember to say, mash that subscribe button. That's right. Boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew. I don't know. They just tell me what to say. They say, oh, Papa, you gotta let people know. The more people that subscribe, the more people will see it. I guess that's how that works. So, this is a big one right here on the side. There we go. Now there's different ways of doing trees here. You can put them in like this, or we can even do one with our palette knife. Maybe put a little red in that trunk. So we can bring this trunk right down like this. And I'm running out of different colors here. That's okay. Just come and we do this to him now too. And see how we rough up that paint there? That gives us that nice barky. Gives our paint some roughness. These ones are smooth. This one is a different type of tree. It's a different type of tree. There we go. Maybe this is the type of tree they made those doors out of. That's right, that could be what that is. That could be what that is. There we go. There we go right there. Just... what a big old tree right here, right? We must be standing pretty close to him. All right. Now, let's come in and let's do more of what we did over there on this side. We're gonna bring some of this down too. Down towards the water. This is a steep hill, a steep embankment. And then right down here, we'll add some more bushes and things right there. Come back, give it some variation in that color. Grab some yellow there. There we go. There we go. So let's come in, and this side we're going to leave dark. We're not going to put that... we're not going to put that dirt back there. We're going to let this black just come through. This hill just has bushes all over it. There we go. We'll even put some above the door. Right above the door there. There we are. Just tap that into the brush. There we go. And just... these are just growing on the side of that steep hill there. You don't want to just make it all one color. You see those variations in there? That makes it stand out. They're hiding the bottom of that tree there. This one as well. There we go. Now that we have that, we want to come back with our highlight leaves. Okay, there we go. Just getting some of that yellow, making a light green, and this just takes a tap. Just tap it in several spots. There we go. Come back to that, come back up at the top, and just bring it down here. There we go. Come back. There we are. There we go. Look at that. And by doing that, we've given ourselves, real quick, we've just fixed that all up. There we go. Filled it in. And you can see I like the effect better on this side than this side where we put all the dirt in. There we go. There we go. Come down to the shoreline. Right in here. There's some there. Right there. There we go. These guys got a little heavy there. There we go. Put some darker things back here. There we go. And add that on there. There we go. But wait, that doesn't look very exciting down there now, does it? All right, I just went and I got a little bit of clean titanium white, and I washed off my brush. Hopefully I did good enough so we can kind of keep that white there. Now, this water, that just looks a little too boring. So what we're going to do is we want this water to be a bit rough. So we're just going to splash it up. There we go. That water comes there. Look at that. Look at that. Just comes zinging around that bend. Hitting those rocks, getting splashed up. There we are. There we are. Wash that off a little, come back, get some clean white on there. Now, maybe it comes here and it drops. Drops right there. Drops. Drops. There we go. And it could find something there that it's dropping over and then hits right there at the bottom. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And come back, get some more of our white there. And then it just smooths out down this way. And look at that. Very quickly, we've just put in an exciting waterway. Something that you could ride some barrels down. Now, depending on how you want to tell the story, that barrel ride may have been more exciting in your version of the story than it actually was, or it could be a little more boring. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe up here, maybe there's some spots where it runs like that. This way and that. And then it looks like there's a rock there. So just come back and let's put something in right there. Oh yeah. We don't want to run into that guy. Not when we're in a barrel. It might smash apart. Might smash apart. There we go. Just put a little bit of white, and it's got some gray in it as well. Just to give us there's something there that the water is splitting around. There we go. Maybe we come to that shore there, and let's give ourselves some things right on the shoreline. And I think that's about it for this guy. There we go. Just put in some stuff on the shore. There we are. Maybe just we did it a little too light, so just come back with some dark. There we are. Do the same on this side. And you can keep going all day like this if you want. You can just keep adding little details there. There we go. And that's a pretty fun one there. Now I probably could have done a better job making that bridge stand out from the background. Next time I paint it, I might do that. All right, that's a fun one. Mirkwood across the bridge to the Woodland Elves Cave. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you again for joining me each week. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it for you. So if you would, hit that subscribe button and come back again and again and see me. Thank you very much. Have a good week. Goodbye and God bless.